Hey everybody, been a while since I put a video up. I've recently decided that I'm going to start building a quadcopter, and so I've started ordering a couple parts here and there. My first part actually came today. The FlySky Th9x transmitter with receiver as well. It's a 9-channel transmitter and an 8-channel receiver. I will be the first to admit that I really don't know much about flying quadcopters. I've never tried to build one, so this is going to be a new adventure for me. So I figure right now this isn't going to be much of a review because I really don't know a whole lot about it. So it's basically going to be a unboxing video of the new transmitter and receiver. So got this off of eBay, I think, for around $65. Took a few days to get here, not too terribly long. I think it came out of somewhere in New Jersey. I'd have to look it up and see actually the name of the place. But we'll see what it's got in here. Set this off to the side here. So here's the manual already, obviously. Looks like it might be fairly detailed. It seems like it's fairly thick, but I'll have to get into that too a little bit later. Completely enclosed in styrofoam. You can see a couple of the controller handles sort of sticking through there. But other than that, the packaging looks great. Looks like it's nice and secure. Okay, so there you have it. Here's the transmitter itself. This is actually the transmitter module up here that plugs into the back, and here is the 8-channel receiver. This is a Mode 2 controller. I had to look that up because I did not know what the difference between Mode 1 and Mode 2 was. It sounds like it's mostly a preference to how you prefer your controls to work, as far as which side controls what, throttle versus yaw and all that stuff. And I could even be saying that wrong because, again, I really don't know a whole lot about this yet. Everything looks like it's in really good condition. Packaging is great. It's got an LCD screen on it. A whole bunch of different switches that I know you can program for different things, such as like you're flying in stabilize mode, GPS mode, return to home, all that sort of stuff. Some different knobs that you might be able to program to use for controlling like an gimbal on your quadcopter or tricopter or hexcopter, whatever you want to use. If you have a 3-axis, maybe to go left and right. If you just have a 2-axis, maybe tilt your up and down. A few other switches that I'm sure I could probably figure out something to program it with. I believe what I've seen, they take 4 batteries. Looks like 4 AA's in the back. Otherwise, I also have seen videos where people actually take these things out and they use a pretty standard plug, and so I've actually seen some people getting some small LiPo batteries and sticking them in there versus using this pod thing kind of here. Oh, it actually is 8 batteries, 4 on each side. And then just I think that's a pretty standard little plug. I bet you could either replace that or replace the one in the receiver, resolder something new, and put a LiPo battery in there. It looks like this just sort of clips into the back. It's got a whole bunch of styrofoam all over it from the container. You can adjust your angle on your antenna a little bit. I believe this is a 2.4 gigahertz platform. Like I said, 9-channel transmitter, 8-channel receiver. Let's see if it says much else in the box. Doesn't really say a whole lot else in the box. Like I said, I am completely brand new to all of this. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I've been watching a lot of other people's videos on YouTube, trying to learn about this stuff, trying to make educated purchases as far as the kind of things to get. And for the price and reviews and everything all around YouTube, this seemed like it was one of the better options for the price. Having all the different channels available, all the different switches and everything. So I'll be anxious to actually get some more parts and get the quadcopter started building. I think the next part I actually have coming is the APM 2.6 Arju Pilot flight controller, I believe is what it's called. I ordered that from China, so who knows when that'll be here. I think shipping estimated the end of the month, February 27th. Today is the 7th, so another 20 days, which is awesome. I'm sure everybody is that patient. I know I am. Just kidding. Really nice and heavy, feels good. Obviously lots of static with the styrofoam sticking to it. LCD screen, I know that you can store, I believe it's up to 7 different programmings for different, like if you had helicopters, planes, all that sort of stuff to be able to control those. You can have them sort of pre-programmed in here. I think I've heard you can actually replace these modules in the back for different things. I'm not exactly sure about that. I'll have to look that one up. So I have a lot of learning to do, a lot of experimenting. So we'll have to see what happens once I get stuff actually set up and built a little bit. See if I can figure out how to run something without crashing it every single time I take off. The joysticks feel really good. They aren't too heavy as far as a spring for me. Again, I've never flown anything before, so I don't really know what feels good, but just initial quick impression for somebody that knows nothing about this stuff, they feel good. It's also got some different adjustment controls, like trim controls, like if it's turning too far to the right when it's just sitting there hovering, you can adjust those things. So here is the receiver, 8-channel receiver. It actually came in the package, which was sort of nice. It really wasn't sure on being able to purchase a transmitter and then finding a receiver that would match, so I figured for a beginner getting a set would probably be my best option. Here's the receiver itself, 8-channel receiver. You can see that there. Try and get zoomed in a little bit here. 8-channel receiver, all the different plugs right there on the back side. It also came with this little cable. I'm not sure how you use it yet, but I know it is a binding cable to be able to bind it with the transmitter. There's actually a bind slot right up here at the top of the receiver, so I'll have to read in the instructions, watch some videos or something, and figure out how that all works. Then this gets mounted to like the back side of the quadcopter. Make sure you get a good signal and everything. So yeah, I'll have to keep working on a few things as more parts show up, and we'll see what happens, and eventually, hopefully, in the next month or two, seems like a long time out, but hopefully be able to get something up and running, and maybe actually put a video up of my quadcopter flying, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks.